call this workshop to order at this time. Roll call, Mr. Clerk.
Dominic Johnson. Williams,
Present.
Lynn, Bowman, Baker, Lynch,
Here.
Escaday, Thibodeau,
Here.
Cox, Smith, Everson.
Here.
We have four, Mr. President.
Okay, we'll get Commissioner Johnson to say the prayer, and Commissioner Lynn will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Everybody rise.
Mr. Johnson, will you remember Miss Haley Barnett and prayers because her
We already
father
got-
passed?
I got them on my list.
Sure.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for a new day, a day we haven't seen before. Heavenly Father, we thank you for your grace and your mercy that you have brought us thus far. Dear Father, we ask that you add a special blessing to Miss Haley Barnett's family and Commissioner Williams' mother, as both of them are experiencing either a loss or experiencing bad health at this particular time. Dear Father, we ask that you, as we approach Veterans Day, that you add a special blessing to all the veterans that have served our country. And we also ask that you will have a special blessing to the men and women that are continuing to serve our country as we move forward. These blessings we ask in your Son, Jesus' name.
Amen.
Everyone, please face our flag, render the proper salute, and say the Pledge of Allegiance along with me. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, we'll go on to citizens' comments. Is that our next order of business?
We have agenda additions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Do we have any agenda additions? Okay, there's no agenda additions. We'll move to our next item.
Citizen comments.
Any citizens who wish to address the commission must fill out a comment card and forward it to myself or the clerk of the commission. Any comments by any citizens will be limited to 3 minutes. I have one comment card. Does anybody else wish to speak?
Don't get on.
Okay, Miss Lois Mayberry, is she present?
Dad, I'm moving in.
How you doing, Miss Mayberry?
I'm doing fine.
Give us your name and address, and have 3 minutes. Appreciate it.
Okay, Lois Mayberry, 137 Promenade Avenue, Shreveport, Louisiana, 71115, representing St. Luke's Episcopal Mobile Medical Ministry. Good afternoon, members of the Commission. How pleased I am to return to share with you what your grant money has done to improve the lives of people in Caddo Parish. To refresh your memory, I'm Lois Mayberry, the Chairman of the Board of Directors of St. Luke's, a nonprofit mobile medical clinic that provides medical screening and education to people in Caddo Parish. The clinic is a 36-foot recreational vehicle that has been converted into a mobile medical clinic. We travel to rural sites like downtown Vivian, Oil City, Keithville, and also inner city Shreveport at Austin and Texas Street, Cedar Grove, the Highland neighborhood, and Allendale on at least a monthly basis to perform blood pressure and blood glucose testing. These are inexpensive, easy screening tests for high blood pressure and diabetes. We are continuing our expanded services to include primary care services in Vivian, Oil City, and to the homeless population of Shreveport. In these clinics, we use commission-funded nurse practitioners and volunteer doctors that perform full evaluations on patients, order and obtain blood samples for blood tests, and write prescriptions for medications that we obtain for the clients. Our services allow citizens of Caddo Parish that are underinsured or uninsured and live in these areas medical services on a sliding scale are difficult to obtain because of transportation problems. We help bringing the health screening and health services to them. In 2014, so far, we have seen 1,074 unduplicated clients, while in 2013, we saw 1,179 clients. In 2012, we saw 1,010 clients. I find it interesting that even with the beginning of the Affordable Care Act, there remains a need for our vulnerable population for accessible health care. A growth area this year was to provide sporadic clinics at several of the Shreveport parks and rec facilities. In our efforts to serve the Keithville area, we are working to partner with the Caddo Sheriff Substation and provide periodic health screenings there and become known to that area. Thanks to the 2013 funding, we better developed the educational component of healthy living and disease prevention. In 2014, our funding allowed us to broaden our medical team to provide a nurse practitioner. This addition allowed us to provide laboratory work and better treatments of chronic diseases. In 2015, we will continue to serve the Shreveport neighborhoods and Vivian, Oil City, and Keithville. Our goal will be to continue building and expanding our preventative health screenings, treatment of chronic disease, and patient education. In 2015, we are requesting funding that would add case management services in our clinics to connect clients to other community resources and assist them to navigate the larger healthcare systems. We continue to cooperatively work with the David Raines Health Centers and to assist with finding medical homes and have long-standing relationships with the Martin Luther King Health Center as a referral for those clients with no insurance. The funding of case management services dollars allows these vital resources to better be utilized in finding comprehensive health care for the citizens of Caddo Parish. I'm sharing with you this year a cutie as an afternoon snack. Last year, I challenged you to utilize some of our educational materials to make wise food choices, and here is one. No more fried chicken. Sorry, guys. I use the cutie because it's easy to eat and carry. This is a problem of the homeless, accessible, healthy snacks. Also, I would have liked to have shared an apple. That's my preference of fruit. But I wanted to make a point that apples are difficult to eat if you have dental problems. This is a problem of many low-income individuals, and access to dental care is very limited. I do not come with a solution to that problem, but it is with case management services that those solutions are sought. Also, I've given you a copy of our new brochure that we are beginning to use to share and discuss with small businesses in the Caddo Parish area. We're hoping to partnership with them to provide health screenings to their employees.
Over 3 minutes.
I'm over.
Yeah,
Okay.
Additional 3 minutes.
We'll give you some more time. Keep going.
You're so good to me. I talk as fast as I can. We're hoping to provide health screenings to these individuals in exchange for donations to continue our work in the community. We're appreciative of your money, but we'd also like to get some community support so our budget is well-rounded. Lastly, I'd like to share a story. Last year I told you about Charlie. To update you, he lived in a homeless camp behind Holy Cross Church for 13 years. He was encouraged to seek housing and was soon housed at the Jordan Square Apartments. Last year, his health took a major turn for the worse. He had multiple hospitalizations because he was not taking his medicines on a timely, regular basis. He was discharged to a nursing home, but Charlie was not happy there. Through case management of St. Luke's, Charlie has now been guided into the Medicare waiver program. This is assisting him by he has a kind lady, local community lady who is employed and providing the services Charlie needs to make sure that his medications are taken care of. And for the last 6 months, Charlie has remained out of the hospital.
That's right.
Questions?
No questions, just citizen comments. We can't ask questions at this
Okay.
time. Ms. Mayberry, thank you for coming and thank you for your report. Our next item, Mr. Clerk.
Next, we have no visitors. We move to a administrative report.
No report today, sir.
No report.
Next, we move to communiques, committee reports.
Okay, we have communiques and committee reports. Commissioner Epperson?
Today, we held a press conference at the Northwest Louisiana Veterans Home in Bossier on Arthur Teague Parkway to give notice of declaring November the 5th through the 11th, 2014 as Veteran Celebration Week in Caddo Parish, Bossier City, and the city of Shreveport. Both mayors were present. The president of the commission, Mr. Dominique, was present. President of the Bossier Police Bureau, Mr. Doug Rimmer, was present. We signed the joint proclamation, and we further expounded upon the activities that will culminate this Sunday at the Louisiana State Fairground, where we'll be holding our 3rd annual parade and Veterans Honor Ceremony, starting at 2:00 p.m. We still haven't received the final word from the Department of Defense whether we have the B-52 flyover or not, but we're hoping maybe that can happen. The parade will begin promptly at 2:00 p.m. on the west side of Independence Stadium. all veterans and their families and dependents can get in free. Wear your baseball cap or some kind of shirt or something saying what branch of service you was in, and we aren't going to argue with it if you don't have that identification. Your parking and your admittance to the fairgrounds will be free. The parade will go about 9/10 of a mile from starting at Independence Stadium, and we'll end it at the Boys and Girls Club just east of the Louisiana State Museum on Greenwood Road, wherein we'll have a formal honor ceremony where we'll be honoring 11 area veterans for their service. I think we have one I never could say that word, one deceased that we'll be honoring, Reverend Dr. William B. Hines, who was in the Korean War. Our guest speaker for the occasion will be the Honorable Judge Carl E. Stewart, the Chief Judge of the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals. He'll be our guest speaker, and we certainly ask that everyone will come out and be present and share this occasion. Last year, we tracked the attendance at the fair for the last couple of years, and we noticed the last Sunday of the fair where the parade was held, the attendance was 55,000 that Sunday. We figured that that was partially attributed to the parade and the honor ceremony that the veterans have. I just received emails from as far as Corsicana, Texas, where people will be stating if they can come in. I told them they're a veteran, they're welcome to come. Got a lot of activity too about the Elio car. It was on the Facebook page, and they're going to be here. They'll be number 16 in the parade, and a lot of people coming in to see the car. We have over 90 units in the parade, totaling nearly 2,600 participants in the parade. So we ask that you come out and share with us, and we appreciate all of the help that the volunteers, as well as all 4 government agencies and private industries has rendered to make this 3rd year hopefully very, very productive, and we're highly optimistic as to what will be happening in the future. Mr. Cox, Lisa Nelson would not be able to make it. You know, she lives down south, so we're putting you in the vehicle as first vice president of the Police Jury Association.
I'll dress up.
Okay. And Mr. Dominique, I think Mr. Williams. I think we might have 2 more vehicles if any commissioner would like to enter the parade.
What time do we need to be there?
You need to be there probably about 1:15.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
If we're going to be in
you should have had a packet. Would you make sure that they all get that packet with the instructions, Michelle? Okay.
And what do we
LB's got a question for you.
What do we need to go? Need to go on the west side of Independence Stadium, or do we need
You want to ride in the parade or watch it?
I might well ride in it. If I can get
Right.
back.
Okay. Michelle will fix you up.
Yes. I want to ride with Mike.
Can't put me in a different car.
Okay. All right. That's all I have.
I would say that, you know, the event today, it seems like it's growing each and every year. The proclamation signing seem to be more well attended, and the news media seem to be there a lot more. So I think that as we continue to do this each and every year, it's only going to get better. So Commissioner Epperson and Michelle, we appreciate all y'all's work, and everybody else that's put in time and effort. And I know there's a lot of time that's and effort and money that's being put into this veteran celebration, so we would encourage each and every one to come out. Commissioner Williams, do you need to talk? You're here.
Yes, sir. I thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would like Clay to come forward and give us an update on My Brother's Keeper initiative.
Mr. Walker?
Mr. Clay Walker.
Yes, sir. Clay, how you doing, buddy?
Doing well, sir. How are you? Maybe 24 hours, we'll find out.
Yeah, that's right.
We'll clear that up a little bit. What we're doing, My Brother's Keeper, as you may know, is an initiative of the President regarding youth. It's actually not just focused on young men, although there is a special focus, but it's for all children. And it's a pretty comprehensive plan. It's everything from education and crime prevention for youth. We actually have 2 initiatives in Caddo, Step Forward, which is with the Community Foundation, and JDAI, which you all helped bring here several years back, Ms. Lynch. That was 07 or something, 06. So JDAI and Step Forward are basically already doing the work of My Brother's Keeper, so we're actually just going to partner up all together. The city had put forward an application for My Brother's Keeper, as had Commissioner Williams. We're joining forces, the city and the commission. We're joining forces with those groups that have already done some work. And so we should hopefully have a very successful My Brother's Keeper. It's called the My Brother's Keeper community. We should have a pretty strong community come together for it and be able to bring you some more information. We meet on Friday to work further, and then on November 20th, along with our Children and Youth Planning Board, we're going to have the My Brother's Keeper Summit. So we'll have that group meet on the 20th and bring back some more information after that.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Chair.
Okay, Commissioner Cox?
A couple of things. First, Mr. Epperson, you have done an outstanding job. You know, when we see the parades on TV up north, and when we talk about the heartland of the country, you are bringing more than enough of the spirit of the Veterans Association and the people who have served this country proudly, and I appreciate everything you've done on that. And you are owed a debt of gratitude for what you've done over the last 3 years with this. So I would just like to say thank you. You've done a great job.
To go automatic, even when I'm gone.
You ain't going nowhere. Second, Stephen Jean, I need to holler at you for not holler, but I'm going to talk to you for a second.
You're good at hollering.
Yeah, I am good at hollering.
See, talk to Stephen to holler at me.
And parking lots, you're good at hollering.
I got a call this morning of a double-wide mobile home moving in at a church on Southwood and Hoyt. And a lady had told one of the residents there that she had a permit. Now, it's my understanding that if they were to move a storage facility in, it had to be a certain size, not a double-wide home. So I need to check on that, because if it's not legal, they need to pull it on back out.
Yeah, we'll check that out for you.
Because that's a mobile home inside the residential district.
Okay.
And it could be for a church, and if it is, you know, they just didn't do their due diligence in doing what they were supposed to do. Because I'm sure y'all wouldn't have let them have a permit for a double wide, would you?
You're asking me if we would have a permit, if we go through a process for that? Yeah, and I'm not aware of a church.
Yeah, I'm not aware of it either, so that's why I brought it up to you. But if you could either have an inspector go by there tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And check it out, and let's see what we can do for the residents around there that's looking at a
Okay.
double wide sitting around their $100,000 houses.
Yes, sir. We'll follow up with you.
Okay, thank you. And I guess that's it for me, sir. I appreciate you.
Commissioner Johnson?
Thank you. First, I'd like to also commend Commissioner Epperson on his hard work with the Veterans Parade and Ceremony. Also working on a Human Trafficking Summit for December the 4th. That'll be at Morningstar Life Center. We have some other nonprofit organizations working along with it, law enforcement and juvenile services. Trying to make this a pretty big event. There's a lot of things that's going on that a lot of people don't know the symptoms and the signs of human trafficking that we have in our city. And then some people want to say that it's not even here, but it's here. And also Judge Stone is another person that's working with this. So more information to be coming as we have a couple more meetings scheduled, the committee does, and I'll give you more information as that comes about. Robert, can you come up a little bit? Can't hear Woody. I talked to Ken Ward about North Lakeshore Drive.
Yeah.
You know, we went to that resurfacing project right where you turn by the compactor. The road is starting to split, and Ken gave me an answer, but really wasn't satisfactory to me or my constituents. I mean, the cosmetic look of it is kind of bad. You know, even though he says there's really no major damage going on, but for them to see a road that just been resurfaced within the last year or two, already splitting, just sends bad vibes for us as the commission.
It's happening. It's not just North Lakeshore, although it's worse there because of the soil conditions.
Right.
But it's happening really everywhere. It's happening on streets in the southern part of the parish. it's so dry whenever you can't, dig your base down deep enough, no matter how deep you go. And we even did some extra things. We put some fabric liner
Right,
on
I
North
know
Lake
they did
Shore
the
and
line
such,
and all that.
and it still happens. And really, once it starts raining again, you'll notice it'll start squeezing back together again. But there's just nothing we can do about it. I mean, you still cover them up. There's nothing wrong with the street. It's, longitudinal cracks. Once it starts raining, it should squeeze back up, and you won't have a problem until it starts drying out again, and it's going to crack back open.
Okay. Well, when I have my town hall meeting, I'll make sure that y'all are there.
Okay, yeah. We'll be glad
Also-
to come talk to them about it.
Also, I want to commend the guys that's working at that compactor that's on North Lakeshore Drive. They do an excellent job of keeping that area clean, and with the traffic that comes in and out of there, they do an excellent job. And I would like for you to give me the number and all the people who actually work there. So I want to give them some kind of special recognition.
Okay, yeah, I can do that. It's no problem.
All right, thank you.
Commissioner Lynch?
Oh, I just wanted to say on both of those projects, I think the human trafficking and the My Brother's Keepers are being coordinated with the support from NACO. So I want to just make sure we're aware of that as well. Thank you.
Commissioner Williams?
Thank you. Also, I'd like to echo what Commissioner Stephanie Lynch said regarding the human trafficking. There's been some conversation and meetings with Judge Stone and with some people out of Atlanta regarding this serious problem in Caddo Parish. And hopefully we continue to work together to address that issue. Secondly, at least I think it's an understatement to, on the Veterans Initiative, the local and national attention we get from the Veterans Parade and the issues that the veterans face in their lives every day, from homelessness to unemployment to the medical problems they have. And I think Ken is bringing more light on the issues that veterans face when they go out and defend our country. We live in a country of freedom. One of the greatest countries in the world today, we live here. And oftentimes our veterans, all the thing they come home to is the parade. No job, no medical, no housing, no college, no training, no nothing. So I hope that we can get real serious in America to address our veteran issue, and hopefully we can do more to put a blue ribbon into the parade. So there's a lot of work put into that, and Ken and his staff and the people that's working with us spend a lot of quality time into that project. So I just I can't say, words can define when I see those men and women. I've served in the country. I've served in the military. I know how it is. So to do what he's doing and to continue to bring attention to our veterans is a plus to our community, to Bolger and Shreveport working together in both parishes. It's something that we both believe is worthwhile and worth waiting and working for. So, Ken, I just can't say enough of what you and the staff are doing, and truly our clerk put a lot of time and effort in it as well. They always working overtime. Like me and Ken, you guys do a lot of work. We keep you busy. So I want to say that not only you guys, but I look forward to participating every year in this event, and I think it's something that go down in history as one of the biggest events that we do here. Thank you very much.
Dr. Wilson, we met the other day about the Super Walmart. There was no need to put an ordinance to, I think that they were supposed to get with Donna or something.
That'll be forthcoming, sir.
It's going to be forthcoming?
Yes.
So we're working on that?
Yeah, actually, I just found out about it today.
Okay.
So she had already coordinated that, and we have a date. It'll need to be done and in by the 12th to be on the 17th agenda.
Okay, so y'all going to take care of that. I guess it's
Yes, sir, we will.
concerning the financing move to,
Yes, well, we got the financing because of the letter they gave us.
yeah. Okay.
And we are going to delete the language on the term from the ordinance and move things forward.
Okay.
We've already signed all the documents for the traffic signals, so everything's on go.
Yeah. Okay. All right, thank you. And Matthew, Commissioner Lynn.
Attorney Frazier, have you been able to get in touch with the Animal Services Committee in relation to the ordinance and the laws that y'all have been passing back and forth?
Yes, they have my comments. I was told by Ms. Peavy that she had sent an email to Commissioner Bowman to see about moving the meeting that we have set for Thursday. As far as I know, it has not been moved, but they have my comments, but we haven't met about those comments.
Are you going to meet with them before Thursday?
She told me that they couldn't, so I'm available if something changes, but if not,
Okay.
I guess I won't.
Thank you. That's all, Mr. President.
Okay, and that concludes our communications committee report, so we move to the president report, and the only thing that I have at this time is to please remind everybody to go out and vote tomorrow. We do have a big election, and please make sure that you exercise your right to vote, and hopefully everybody will do that. So.
Who you gonna vote for judge?
I don't vote for. I keep my votes to myself. Okay. All right. Our next item.
We have no old business. We move to new business. Have zoning case P1314. I think the MPC has requested this be pulled from the agenda.
So moved.
Okay. Motion by Commissioner Lynch, second by Commissioner Epperson to remove zoning case P-13-14 from the agenda. Please vote. And that passes 10-0. Next item.
Authorize introduction of ordinance number 5450 of 2014 to authorize the sale of general obligation refunding bonds in one or more series of Caddo Parish, Louisiana, providing for other matters in connection therewith.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Commissioner Epperson, second by Commissioner Lynch. No discussion. Please vote. And that passes 10-0. Next item.
Authorize introduction of ordinance number 5451 to deem property surplus. Authorize the sale of surplus property owned by Caddo Parish.
Moved by Commissioner Johnson.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Lynch. No discussion at this time. Please vote. And that passes. And next item.
Authorize introduction of ordinance number 5452 declaring certain adjudicated properties to be surplus and authorize the parish administrator designee to sell tax interest.
Move to third.
Moved by Commissioner Johnson.
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Epperson. Please vote. And that passes. And we'll go to the next item.
Authorize resolution number 54, 2014, adopt a resolution giving preliminary approval to the issuance of general obligation refunding bonds to Caddo Parish, making application to the State Bond Commission for approval of said refunding bonds.
Moved by Commissioner Williams, seconded by Commissioner Baker. Please vote. Baker had to get on the board.
Get you a point, baby. Get you a point.
Get in there.
Isn't that in camera day?
That's it.
That passes. Next item.
Consent agenda.
Hello.
Okay, that's on the consent agenda. We have nothing further. We do have several meetings. Please don't leave. We have a property standards board review meeting immediately following this. And so we are adjourned at this time.
We got fuel and proper standard.
Yeah, we'll meet here because we got to vote on those things. We'll take a 5-minute break if y'all want to. Anybody want to take a break?
Shoot, no, let's get it.
Ready to go? All right, let's go. Come on.
Man, you ready to go,
make
baby?
some money.
I'm gonna get a real break I'm gonna get a drink.
5-minute break. All right, we're going to take a couple-minute break. Huh?
Hurry up.
He can haul it out. Commissioner, this got to go.